A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Vanderbilt Commodores. Taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Commodores have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All right, guys, let's chat about Illinois. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got it down the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. Open space at the 25. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He'll try to take it back. The 40. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but, man, did they set up some field position.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you talking about coming out ready, hairs on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Gets it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Quarterback moving. Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here on third down. Thomas looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown Doors! Fitted in the window for the score. They're on the board first here in the season opener. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Good concentration to get that squibber inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll give it to the back. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest. And that
lets it fly deep downfield. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Thomas back to pass. Quickly complete. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. To the air on first down. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Quarterback adapted. Just a short pass to the tight end. Knocked down for the tackle.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Shotgun snap on third down. Grab near the marker is Frederick. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And that throw was a bullet by the quarterback on that curl route in zone coverage. And how about the anticipation? He gets rid of this pass before his receiver is even turned around. I love it.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught close to the marker. It's Yoder. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Now from inside the red zone. Lets it fly. Touchdown Vanderbilt. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Really nice job by awareness, too, from that guy. He's working the back line of the end zone. It's so easy to step out of bounds there, but he knew where it was, and when he made the catch, he made sure just to get one toe down to secure the TD.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
The inside handoff.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, cause direct. That had to be a blown assignment. Illinois now facing 3rd and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. On target over the middle.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly out to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Thomas looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Floating away. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The Commodores are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Now the play fake. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Trying to keep this drive alive. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Vandy.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit that way.
Unloads quickly. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Punt is in the air. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Thomas back to pass. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's going to fire to the left. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls fall incomplete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Under fire. blasted as he lets it go.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
All the way back to his 5-yarder. And he loses the football on the return. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble, you just couldn't secure it.
And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Safe completion on the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll try to run for it. Looks as if Illinois will have enough for the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use his speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
That's caught. It's Leon. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Rushes on him. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The RPO, it's complete. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Pulls it in, it's Frederick. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. On 4th down, looking to pass. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the Commodores have their offense in high gear. Just keep slinging it. Buying some time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Commodores. Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
And no doubt, he can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football. But you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Leon. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. They'll go to the ground, fighting off the defender.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Give to the back. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Lets it fly on the move. Working that left side. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play.
Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. Stopped just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys plays? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. They're setting up the screen. On his feet at the 40. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Let's go. They'll leave it with him. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Pulls and fires complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Picked off to stop the threat. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them for.
He'll take a deep shot here. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Commodores come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
Thomas looking to fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, going for it and getting it on 4th down, close to midfield, I think just gave this offense a ton of momentum. I'm curious to see what they're going to do here. Maybe take a shot and see if they can really seize and capitalize on all this good mojo now going their way.
The sure hands, it's Frederick. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
On the run, it's Yoder. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. back to pass. Here's a heat. He'll try to do it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They're working that left side. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to run for it. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Quarterback may change this route. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Hauls it in. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Hand off from the gun. Got the first down and still on his feet. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Pocket breaking down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation,
in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Commodores ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the catch. Turning it on. At the 30. Past the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Illini. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
What a way to start this game offensively. You find the matchup you like, you put it in his hands, and he does the rest. The defense looks like they were sleepwalking out there to start this game. One play, they go the distance to score a touchdown. This defense better wake up.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Give to the running back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Let's take a big view here about Vanderbilt. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you...
Lots of room to run. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy. He's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job.
Going for it all. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Doors. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something, figure it out.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have it.
Picked off. A turnover was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Thomas back to pass. Steps away to find some room. He's got it. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Commodores have it with a first and goal. They want to throw it. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to swing it on second down. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Quick strike through the air for the score. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Let's talk for a second about Illinois. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport. Oh, he's got some space. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's exactly your job when you're a defense. You know, they're going to make throws, they're going to make catches. I got to get them on the ground. I got to limit the yak, the yards after the catch. Nice job breaking on the football, getting the wide receiver on the ground.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Quick completion to the right. Nice move. Just keeps moving. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Illinois coming out with a first and 10. They'll try the run. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois!
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense, and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
And the extra point splits the uprights. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. Breaks the tackle. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
There he goes. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Man, he's already got 43 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. Trying to make magic on the scramble. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Yoder. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Thomas looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Now, you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
And the Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. The Illinois offense returns to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? You be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense.
And knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Lewis. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Gets it out fast. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Thomas back to pass. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Catch in the middle, it's Yoder. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances.
He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage.
What a great response by this defense. You give up the big play. What do? You respond right back. You get upfield, get to the quarterback, get the negative play, and get the momentum right back.
The Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent third down defense, and fourth down's coming up. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. From the gun. Give on the inside.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't Olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it inside the 30. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
Right, breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Commodores racing to the line in the hurry-up. Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Vandy.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on first down. It's caught. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards and then get your booty out of bounds.
Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Illinois has it teed up, ready to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big
pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense gets him on the ground for the 4th time today, by the way. They've pressured him. He's still done an unbelievable job making completions. But you know what? Get him on the ground when he's got the ball. He can't make something happen. Keep hitting him. Keep getting him on the ground.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. The quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Offense in a bunch formation. Thomas looking to fire. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Here comes the heat. Looking for room at the 30. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So,
touchdown Commodores! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try the right side. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
it's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll run play action. Quick with the spin move. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job.
Turning it on. Made a defender miss. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Makes it past the marker. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target.
Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Thomas back to pass. Got the quick pass. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Snagged out of the air. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game...
Touchdown doors! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Illinois offense returns to the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Finds us back in the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? The give to the tailback. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Leon. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll take another shot here. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
And his throw is incomplete. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Crosses the 35. Lots of running room. He's at the 20. Touchdown Vanderbilt. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. It's complete, and the defense drags him down. The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. Set, ready. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, and still on his feet. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Illini. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end, but forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Thomas looking to fire. Rushes on him. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Under fire. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He's marked down at the 21-yard line as the defense comes up with a turnover. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. With jet sweep pass. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He might want another play. Trying play action. Takes the easy one to the back. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw again. Swings it out to the flat. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quickly to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They're moving quickly after that big 4th down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. Using his feet to buy time. And the quick shuffle pass. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Working that left side now. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup, spotted at the 25-yard line.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
To the air on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Caught in the backfield. It's Leon. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Here's a heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that's a big missed opportunity there. And sometimes it's just those small things. It's getting your feet set so you can throw the ball with good accuracy. A lot of times guys are open and you just rush it, you hurry it. This quarterback's just got to settle down a little bit, take the time.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big
Oh, he's got some space. Finding open areas. Past the 30. 10. He steps out of bounds just short of the end zone, and they'll try to punch it in from there. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.